Okay, I'm gonna try to be quick. I need to vent. I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm a little of everything. But if I'm gonna try to do an autism channel where I want to help people in any way possible, and I wanna be positive and have fun, I can't not show you the real stuff that we go through just like you on a daily basis. Like, guys, we go through it too. We are not always fun and games. Heck no, that's not real. So every once in a while, I'm gonna come on here and vent, because that's how I work. I'm comfortable venting to the world. You wanna judge me? I don't care. My wife, not so much. She's not one to get in front of the camera and do that, and I respect that. But I wanna be real and show you guys that might be struggling, like, we're going through it too. So long story short, I'm gonna try to sum this up really quick. For months now, Jaiden's behaviors have changed for the worse, and we don't get it. We're just like, well, what's going on? It's kind of started at school, maybe it was transition, but he's been at that school forever. Maybe it's puberty. That's what we kept telling ourselves. That makes a lot of sense. Puberty comes a lot of different hormonal changes and emotions and you know, things. He's acting out. He's not listening like he used to. Maybe he's just being a teen, right? But Jaiden has a rare form of epilepsy. When he was young, he had a severe episode and it damaged his brain, giving him an intellectual disability on top of autism. I don't talk about his epilepsy much because it doesn't rear its ugly head too often. But then months ago, he had another grand mal seizure that just rocked him, and it was so scary. I was not there to see it, but my wife said it was horrific to be there. And, you know, it's the type of seizure where it could kill you if the next episode's even more extreme. So we didn't think about it, right? You don't think about, what did that seizure do to his brain? Did it jar it or rattle it, even just a smidgen, sending his brain into a little bit of a regression? Yeah, maybe it did. So here in Ohio, the director of his autism school, like, they keep records every day of Jay's behaviors, for the good, the bad, trying to figure out what works, doesn't work. Hope that makes sense. I'm trying to talk quick. So she comes to us, she says, look, for a while I've been worried about something, but I didn't want to tell you until I had more, like, evidence and proof, so it was consistent. And I thought that was genius by her. Cannot hate on her one bit. I'm so glad that Jessica did that. So she says, timeline-wise, since Jaiden's seizure, going forward, his behaviors have been completely different. They've been more erratic, more violent, more impulsive, not listening. Basically, he has regressed. And as a parent, that's the last thing you want to hear when your child's getting older. We have worked so hard. You guys have no idea what we've done for Jaiden over the years. The hours we've spent in cars, driving him to the different schools, so he got the best stuff for him, even though we knew he had severe autism, right? And even though he had an intellectual disability. Like, we tried. And then he finally gets out of one-on-one, and he gets into a group setting at the school, and he's doing better. And then she tells us this, and it's like, well, we're not mad at her, but dang, it's awful. Like, it's horrible to hear. It sucks. I don't know how else to say it. That my son's now regressed where he has to be put back into a one-on-one setting. But I understand it. And the reason, like, I'm not mad at the school, because Jaiden tried to flip a table last week and 2 aides stopped him. But mind you, there's little kids, much smaller than Jaiden, in that group setting. So I have to think about those other kids. What if he would have hurt them? What if he flipped the table, cracked a kid on the head, and hurt them? I don't want that. So at the end of the day, yes, please put my son back into one-on-one, because that's what's best for him right now and for everyone in that school atmosphere. I'm not trying to be cold-hearted. I'm not emotionless right now. I'm distraught. I'm heartbroken and all this, but kind of brought some clarity, guys, because now it's like, it's not. It's maybe it's a smidgen puberty, but if the timeline of their record books from the day he had that seizure on has been a different behavior, then is it coincidence? Probably not. So it did give me a little sense of relief. Even though it's horrible news, you now have clarity. And you're like, okay, now we know how to tackle this head on. So what's going to happen? Well, Jay's going to go into this. I'm going to sum it up here. He's going to go into one-on-one. And if he can't follow the guidelines of his IEP across the board, which I don't expect him to, because a lot of the things don't matter to Jay because he's so low functioning. I don't care about math. I don't care about reading. I don't care about his handwriting, right? Those things do not matter to me. I care about his safety, his well-being, his health, and then not hurting others. That's what matters to me. But if he can't do those things, the school will have to no longer provide for him and take on another student to fill his spot who will progress and develop. And I get that. Like, I don't want to stop another kid and parents from having their child like get denied at this school when my son's not progressing. So what that means is, like, if he progresses and he doesn't continue to follow some of the guidelines of the IEP, he will no longer go to the school. And then there's this last part. Now he has to go to a school for much more severe, like under all the special needs people under the umbrella that have much more severe cases. But that school is back in the county we used to live in, which we moved over to this county to be in this school, and we changed our whole life for this school. So yeah, like, right? Not fair. It's not, but it's real. And I'm just trying to let you parents know, like, do the best you can. Do everything you can for your kid. But understand things might change. Things might happen, and you have to go with the punches. I don't care if it's fair or not. It's life. It's not going to change anything. I know my son. He's going to live with us forever. Do I really care about that? No. All those other things in the IEP? No. But I do care about his safety, making sure his brain's okay, and we give him the proper medication. He stays hydrated so he's not like more susceptible to seizures, all these things. That's my concern. Now, but the school, now I gotta, like, well, what if our whole world's gotta change again? How do we get into that school? Which is like an hour drive. I don't know. But that's me. I'm done. I'm venting. Thank you. God bless you guys. Thank you for listening. Just parents, do the best you can for today, but understand that things might happen, and when it happens, it's okay to be sad, to be mad, but there are things that you can't take. Don't point the finger and blame it on other people. I'm not mad at the school. I'm not mad at the hospital where Jaiden was at, right? Mistreated. Like, now if there was some obvious flaws by these people, that's different. But everything was done right. Life just happened. Jay had another grand mal seizure. Not his fault, not anyone's fault. And now we have to pick up the pieces of this new information, get back together as a team, and go forward and see what happens. That's it. That's all you can do. Okay, guys, I'm done babbling. Thank you for listening to me. You guys are awesome. You're like my doctors. I'm on a couch. I just wasn't laying down. And it's free. It's free therapy. So normally I do videos where I try to help, but you guys are helping me, just letting me vent today into the camera. So thank you. That's the update. All right. God bless you guys. Stay strong. Stay positive. Keep doing the best you can as parents. That's all you can do. All right. Love you. Till next video.